So
were we still opening with the Torn Apart? Was that?
I think we always opened with Torn Apart.
yeah, that's a virtual lock right there. Torn Apart, and like Elvis did.
Yeah.
I think we mixed it up now and then, but you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We had that system down where we would jump from one song right into the next, and there was a certain combination that we knew you could hit it, you know, without fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for a short period of time after James came out, we ended up doing the instrumental.
Up the Beach?
The first track of the Nothing Shocking album.
That is Up the Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that for a little bit.
We did that. And there were a few outliers here and there. There might have been the occasional, like opening with Fire and Ice. I mean, always a rocker. I think there were times, maybe once or twice, when our set got cut short. So we would start the next show with the songs that we didn't get to play the time before, you know.
I could see that.
What do you guys remember about that Flaming Lips show?
We were loud. The wigs were louder, and the lips were unbelievably loud.
Definitely.
I remember being there with a bunch of the Lakota guys, and it was the first time they'd come out to see the Speed Hickeys play, and then they stuck around for the other two bands. And I remember, I think it was Jeff Ware was standing in the back during Flaming Lips, and he was just blown away, like, what are you guys into? Like it was voodoo or something like that. And it's like, nah, man, we're just having fun. But they did not get it at all.
Yeah, I think there might have been more than one of our classmates. And let's face it, we had barely stepped out of high school at that point. There might have been more than one of our classmates and friends and neighbors that encountered the Speed Hickeys and really did not know what to think of it.
We kind of went counterculture.
Why no?
We weren't playing in, Skinner cover bands and playing Motley Crue songs.
Yeah.
I took the hurt for you two on that one.
I know you did. And, we all kind of came from that, playing in cover bands in friends' basements and backyard parties and stuff like that. I think, before.
Bill, you were the king of that, though. 5 sets a night. What were you doing?
Oh, man.
Middletown?
It was brutal at times. Yeah, that was a lot of work. And a lot of setup and a lot of teardown and a lot of drums and cymbals.
That's right. You're double kicking, and how many pieces?
Starting off with you guys, it was pretty much the full set, and it just kept slimming down and slimming down. Yeah,
the more staircases you had to haul it.
Yeah, I mean, even at 21, you're, enough's enough sometimes. I could still do the songs, without all this extra stuff.
Yeah, I think, obviously we all went to school together, but I think, Bill, you found a lot of work with some other friends of ours and playing in cover bands and doing a lot of metal stuff where, like, you needed a lot of that stuff. Double kick and, like you said, all these cymbals and toms and shit. When you go into the U-turn in Middletown, you loaded in everything you could.
I think you wanted to put on a show, a rock and roll show, and, do the whole heavy rock band thing.
Yeah. It's flashy.
You had your Tommy Lee down.
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, you really did. The twirling the sticks and everything, because why take 8 drums when 800 will do?
You won't miss one. You just kind of start swinging and you're going to hit something.
Oh, I've never heard it put that way before. The truth is, though, like you were doing some great stuff with those guys when you were playing with Sean Anderson and playing stuff like that Glucose Wonder. Jesus, I know you guys did a lot of covers because that's what the gigs called for. But Sean's originals and some of the covers that you guys did choose were fucking amazing.
Yeah, they picked out some really tasty covers. You know, I was pretty much a hired hand by the time I got to play with Sean and the whole Open Fifth experience.
Did Big Dumb Animal come later?
Yeah, quite a bit later. That was around 2000.
Yeah, I know you'd play me stuff when I would come into town.
That was a fun little project. I enjoyed that a lot. It was fun playing with those guys. And, you know, I had a little studio on the third floor of our house, Flora Street in Clifton. And, you know, me and Sean would stay up all night and just, you know, he'd write songs and I'd get 2 hot 58s, hook them up to a 4-track and just start doing demos of everything. And I think, Rick, you made me 3 CDs of that, which are long gone somewhere.
I know I have at least one disc that I labeled Bill Jams. It was stuff you had recorded at home.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was just me and Sean and a guy named Steve Krause, who actually lives about 5 minutes away from here in New Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still see quite a few of those guys every now and then. I know Sean's playing with Dangerous Jim. He's still doing that gig.
Yeah. And teaching with School of Rock?
Yeah.
I to this day, I've never been able to get a recording of Glucose Wonder.
I bet if you put a shout out to Sean, he would probably have a copy that he could put together for you. I don't think there's only one with drums that was ever recorded, and that wasn't me. I remember getting through that song maybe a couple times in my life without flubbing something in it. You know,
I know that back in the day, there were a couple times that me and Rick Thomas went out to Middletown together to catch you guys at the U-turn or someplace like that. Brandi's Waterwheel.
The Waterwheel, yeah.
Brandi.
Yeah.
A fine girl.
It wasn't exactly like pulling teeth, but I remember saying, like, come on, will you guys please play Glucose Wonder for me? And it was like, it was the kind of gig where you could slip in an original here and there. But it's such a guitar showcase for Sean that, like, you bust out an original like that, nobody's complaining.
Well, it was just a incredibly weird guitar song, you know. And the only one who knew it in his head and could play it fluently was Sean. It just had so many changes in it.
Yeah, it's like, well, he is an exercise in
Pretty much
technical prowess.
Yeah, that was almost him just having fun and toying with, you know, other guitar players at the time, and, you know, definitely toying with the band. You know, see if you can play this one.
Right,
right. And look at you, you know, with the grin he has, and you get like halfway through it, and I end up throwing my sticks down on the floor. Like, what are you doing to me, man? Why so many changes?
You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go join a punk band.
Yeah, pretty much. That pretty much was it. That and the lead singer Scott Mason, who I ended up finding on Facebook after all these years. But, you know, he was telling me to quit my job at the record store, and I need to have a day job and get better hours and this and that. So, you know, we could rehearse more and get out and play more. And so I just joined the punk band.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Was fun.